Does anyone have a question? I have a question. Um, I know you all probably are aware that I've been writing this book, and I think it's pretty much finished now. And I'm just throwing this out. If anybody has any connections with literary agents or people of that nature, I'd be really interested in talking to them about this book. Because I think it has good possibilities. It's an interesting book. And I think I don't want to just publish it on Amazon. It's kind of a waste of time. So if anyone knows anybody like that, let me know. And maybe you can set up a meeting or get them interested in what I've done. Does anybody have a question they would like to ask? One has to have a bit of ambition in themselves, to not just get up in the morning and make it through a day, but to find the energy inside to contribute things to the world, creative things, things that, really can maybe do benefit for other people, compassionately done, and I think this is very important. It's not just coming to meditation classes. The biggest test is what people does between, now and the next meditation, what people do between the now and the next meditation class, tapping that creative energy in themselves. And being a child of God, being a servant of God, finding ways to creatively and compassionately connect with other people and bring them things that are important, that can help them in their lives. I think this is a very important aspect of this meditation. It's not a meditation where people sequester themselves in ashrams or monasteries or, nunneries or, places of that nature. It's a place where we live in the world. And the world itself is a very sacred place. Life is a sacred place, totally dependent upon how we see it and how we contribute to it. And I think that this was always an element to this meditation that really, I hate to really turn me on inside. It really made me work on myself, because I was never the kind of person who could go become a monk or, living in a cave somewhere or something of that nature. And it's about life itself being the temple. We have to bow to the temple. We have to contribute to the temple. We have to do things and find things in ourselves creatively that we can, absolutely with compassion and with love, we can add, to life. We can add something important to life. I think this is a very important aspect. It's not just to meditate, but there's karma involved. And, one works out their karma by, it's like the Dalai Lama always says, you have to be kind, compassionate, and to be able to connect with other people in a deep and a profound way. I mean, I don't even look to do these things. They just come to me, like this book. I never thought of writing a book. I thought I was finished with writing a book, and it just came. And I suspect down the road, if somebody reads this, it's going to really do something to affect not everybody, but if it touches a handful of people, then it was worth writing. Does anyone have a question they would like to ask? And just to put an addendum to this, the answer to this, quandary or whatever you want to call it, is that it exists inside each and every one of us. We don't have to go looking for it in universities and the work. It's inside each person. We just have to make the effort to tap that energy and release it, and then it begins to work for us. It maybe demands that we take some chances with life. We don't allow ourselves to get into that lethargic day-to-day routine, and we're willing to take chances with life. And somehow find that resource, that pocket of energy in ourselves that can really it could be anything, to really do creative things in the world, to touch other people. Does anyone have a question they would like to ask? Okay, if there are no questions, then thank you. God bless you all. And as I always tell you, I'm here because I need to grow spiritually. Every one of you is present. I have nothing but gratitude for each and every one of you, for your presence here, for your presence in my life. So thank you. Bless you all. And I hope to see everybody. There will be a class on Tuesday, and I'm looking forward to it. It is Tuesday. Yeah, next Tuesday. It will be a class. I can hardly keep up with the time anymore. There will be a class, and I'm looking forward to seeing everybody. So thank you, and God bless you all.
Thank you, Stuart.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Stuart.
Thank you.
Have a good afternoon, evening, wherever you are.
You too.
You too.